Hi, hello everyone, and welcome to this live broadcast. And lovely to see you guys. Sorry, I have been so busy this last few days organising things. So sorry about that. So what I'm going to do with this live show is I'm going to have a look at firstly whether Archie is ill, okay, and also about the christening. Hi everyone, lovely to see you guys. So this is the live and interactive, and lovely to see you. So first of all, though, before we get into this live show, I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support, all of your support, all of your all of your following me, and all of your support. Absolutely. If you're new to my channel, just to let you know that this is an intuitive energy channel, and it's kind of, some of it's like looking at the headlines and the news of the royal family, and other times it's actually just pure intuitive energy. So a little bit of both tonight. It's the beginning of this will be to look into whether Archie's not well. I've had a request for that, and also about the christening. This just doesn't sit right with the christening guys at all. I don't know. Just have to put my gloss on. I don't know. Yes, there's things that don't kind of sit right with me, and I'm sure with you guys too. So thank you, Lanta. Hello everyone. Hello Susan, Marie. I get a lot of, as you know, I've had a lot of backlash. I don't keep it secret either. If I do get backlash, I'll let you know, because you're my, you are my community. And I'll let you know if I get backlash. I've had backlash. I don't know whether that's because, I'm a truth teller, or I actually do expose things. But I don't like to get too political. And hi everyone, hi there. So I don't want to get too political with this, but it is. I kind of worry about kind of the taxpayers and that kind of thing, and it's something, us British people are kind of used to. The royal family being very having good etiquette, behaving properly, and all of that. We're not used to all this. It just doesn't feel right to us English people at all. So I want to look into this. But first of all, I want to look into the daily reading. So thank you so much for your donation, Marta. Oh, that is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you for your donation there. So hi everyone, and lovely to see you guys. You're just amazing, and I know most of you support me and all of that. So a bit of heads up with people that have been seem to be very negative about about this beautiful retreat, you know, that I'm organizing. I don't get why that would be so negative. And, you know, people have said about crime and all that kind of thing in the area. I have actually researched that. I am going to do a live show about the retreat after this one. Okay, so let's get this out of the way first, and then we'll look into that. And I know most of you support me, and you know, I wouldn't dream of doing anything horrible to a you know, to a community that's just so lovely, and it's just taken so long for us to actually get together like this. So why would I do anything? So I just don't get it. Anyway, it's beyond me. It's very kind of negative and dark energies. So I will, if you're, you know, like I said, I'm going to do a live show after this one. If you're interested, please join me and ask me questions about the retreat. I want to kind of, well, I'd like to just chat about it and what you feel. So, hi everyone. No, they don't, do they? People, yeah, jealousy. People don't want to see you happy. Maybe they have some kind of deep insecurities, and I will look into that with that reading after this. Okay. Why, and let's get behind the scenes of why people do this, you know. So hi everyone. So let's start off with a daily read. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this daily read is, let me pick up energies first for this daily read, which is for tomorrow. And if you do follow me, you'll know what the daily read is. Okay. So let's have a look at the daily read. What's happening with the daily read? Well, I do get here, there's news here from family. I try not to be too negative, but I just do my readings as it is. So there's good news about property here, which is, there's good news here. It could be about property. It could be about selling property. It could be, you know, this could actually be a project that will actually come to fruition, guys. I am going to do my thing. I put it down to people being jealous, and it's very sad, isn't it? So I get here a creative phase or a project. And there's like happy news around this project. It's like happy news around this project. And this could actually, I don't know whether, but I get the daily. This is a daily read. This could be my energies too, but it could be your energies. But I get there is this creative project here, and this has been in the pipeline for some time, which will come to fruition. Okay, so I do get like the Princess of Pentacles. And the Princess of Pentacles, this is like a grounding card. And you've thought about this for some time. So it could be selling property, or it could be a project that you've had going for a long time. So let's have a look at some more cards here. There is this also walking away from something here. walking away from something. This could be walking away from difficulties of the past, walking away from negativity and negative people, and moving forward here. Now, yeah, I do get this is like, this is a very positive card in terms of this kind of happy news here, and turning your back on negativity. Now, for some reason, why I'm picking this energy up, what I'm getting here is that there is a lot of negative people around you. But there is this kind of, what I want to do is extend to you that there is a choice here to go towards a more lightness of spirit than actually go to, you know, like two roads. You could go towards this negativity here and this toxic poison, and you could go with, you know, go that way, or you could actually go, no, I'm tired of that. I have actually endured people like this in my life for such a long time, if not years, okay, if not years. So I am going to turn my back here on you, on people that are poisonous or toxic, okay. And I am going to go towards something else here. That's what I get here. Now, I do get somebody, not me as per se, but you know, everybody's got negative people around them, and I generally try to resolve issues with me personally. I try to resolve issues with anybody that's or have done in the past, anyone that's jealous or toxic or anything like that, who wants to spread their poison. I've always, you know, stood there and tried to negotiate with these people, because I've got this, you know, I've got this energy of being an empath, and it doesn't matter who you place in front of me. I will try to heal that person, and I will try to help that person, and get them to understand it, and see that it's not like that. It's not like that, you know. Now, I'm reaching out to somebody here that's a little bit like that, but has a lot of these negativities around them, or has had these negativities around them for too damn long. And I can feel you saying, I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted with this. And listening to it for so long, and just turning your back and going towards something else that's lighter. You know, if you can actually grasp that skill of actually doing that, well done, because what that means is that you have reached a higher kind of level of self-awareness. You feel like you are worthy and worth so much more than listening to this BS here that is just garbage. It's just nothingness. And you are worth more than that. Your value is high. Yeah, and this is what you need to show, is that your value is much higher than this kind of negativity. And if you're anything like me, you try to change these people or get them to see your way of thinking. I mean, what a waste of time that is. What a waste of time and energy that is. Because toxic people want you to stand there and explain everything to them. They want to feed off that energy. And it's just like, I hear you. I can see where you're coming from with this. I'm not having anything to do with this. I'm walking away. Now, if you've mastered this, you're amazing, okay? You are amazing because you have put your self-value above everything else here. Does that make sense? Absolutely, Alexandra. Yeah, and I do feel this energy here of having to get to that point of, and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about here unless you've reached that point of a limitation. Okay, so let's have a look here. So walking away, this is quite spiritual towards a more lighter kind of energy. Now I get here, there is, yeah, I get there's an escape feeling here. There's an escape feeling. I have to say it as it is, okay? There's an escape feeling. This person or these people may want you to take on all their burdens and kind of sort it out. I think you need to kind of recognize this before you kind of move forward with this, because you are empathic, okay? The Prince of Cups. You are empathic, and you know, you're a watery soul. This is what I get here. And being this watery soul, there's pitfalls because you have this illusion that everybody's like this and they're not. So there is this idealistic view here of the world. Now, I don't want you to get hardened, because I want you to actually still have those dreams, you know, those dreams and those keep going with those dreams, and don't let people water down those dreams of yours. Absolutely not. I get here there is rapid negotiation. Rapid negotiations here. If you're waiting for surgery, again, like somebody said that I'm waiting for surgery. Okay, if you're waiting for surgery, you've had lots of these people around. Oh, I've waited for so long and nothing has happened, and where, you know, and oh, if you leave it that long, then, you know, there's no kind of healing and it gets worse. Well, there is this like this swift negotiation here. If you're waiting for this surgery, so this is going to come in quite swiftly. And you may feel that this is unjust, or there's unfairness here. When you balance out your yin and yang kind of unfairness, and oh well, I've given all this good out to the world. I've extended out to the world here. And I feel this is unfair. And, you know, this is empaths all over, because empaths do give and give and give, try to sort out the world, because they have been molded into this person to fix everything. And when you realize that this was just a mold that you was molded into, you kind of step back, and I get this feeling of, oh, really? Have I really just given without people bothering to even give anything? This is so unjust. So I do get the Justice card here. The Justice card is this what I am? Just a vessel, a sponge to take everybody else's problems and take it all up and drink it all up. And they walk off all happy and gay and all of this kind of thing, while I am here reeling and getting angry because they've left me with all of this, you know, transferred it all onto me. Whatever this can be, okay, whatever this is. Okay, so let's finish this daily reading, okay, and let's get on to the topic. Now, this is part of you going past this, feeling there's no justice here. There has never been justice here. And I get here that you are going to be reborn to, I don't want to listen to that anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. So this cycle is coming to an end. I'm not saying that you should not be caring and sharing. Absolutely not, because this is who we are. We should extend our love out there. Absolutely. Okay. But what we shouldn't do is be like a sponge for everybody else. And that's what I get here. Okay, that's quite spiritual. Somebody here is surrounded by these negativities. Now, you may call them haters or whatever you may call them. Thank you for that donation, Diana. Oh, wow. You know what? I just feel like sometimes just feel like crying because it's just, okay, it's your birthday. Any quick message for you? I like having this energy now. Diana, let's have a look. It's your birthday. Any message for you? Let's have a look. Let me pull out a card here, okay, for you. Well, a couple of 3 cards. A message for Diana. A message for Diana. Again, I get letting go of something here, and I don't want to bring that out, but there is a letting go. There's also some kind of soul connection, letting go of people that are so shallow, and there's like soul connections here. Happy birthday, Diana. Yeah, there's soul connections here. Letting go of others and worthwhile soul connections. A message for Diana. And there is an opportunity here towards an achievement. Okay, that's good. Letting something go. And there is a soul, you want something that's, what can I say, you're calling, you want to find something that you connect with. And there is an opportunity to do that, Diana, okay. And I think you've been thinking about this for some time. There is this opportunity for expansion, fullness of creativity and achievement with the 3 of Fire. Now, the 3 of Fire is a very positive card. Okay, so what I see with these cards is you have to let go. That's what this is, the 3 of Air. You have to let go of something that is, you know, it's like an old pair of slippers. And it could be work, or it could be something you do for a living, because you have this artistic side of you that's very creative. And there is an opportunity here for expansion and achievement. So, I could go right into that for you, Diana, if you wanted a personal reading, okay, because there is something here that you would like to do, but you haven't pursued this because you have not pursued this because you have stuck with being practical and grounded and keeping it real. It's like, I don't know, it's like, oh my, I want to write a book, and somebody's saying, just keep it real, why don't you? That's just something you do in your passing your time, and it's a hobby, and just keep it real. You know, you've got to bring the money in, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. Now, there is whatever this is, this this idea of yours here. It's saying don't give up on that. What this reading is saying, do not give up on that, because this is your kind of dream and this is your calling, and there will be a time where you will have the opportunity to take that forward. But I think you have to look at it in a very objective kind of way. Do you understand? Wow. Yeah, so there you go, Diane. I hope that's your message for your birthday. Okay. Thank you, Elaine. It's very sweet of you. Thank you for your donation. Okay, so okay, so hi everyone and welcome. So let's get on to the topic here. I'm not going to do personal reads here, but I am going to come on live after this, and because I'd like to get to the topic. And I'm going to talk about the retreat, and I'm also just going to have a chat. So if you want to have a little mini reading like that, you can come to the next live session. Okay. Okay, so gosh, there's a lot of rudeness around. People are, you know, there's this weirdness around. That's it's this negativity that I've kind of picked up here on the daily read. It's weirdness, guys. There's an awful lot of this negativity spinning around us, and even to the point of me wanting to do a very relaxing spiritual retreat for all of us. Why would that attract some kind of negativity? I don't understand. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand people. I don't. So I've got my cup of tea here. So let's have a look at your messages. Hi, everyone. And don't forget, guys, that this is a very kind of, it's a light channel. Okay, it's about lightness of spirit, and this is to take you on a journey that is what's that, Samantha? Okay, I don't understand what that is about. Hit by yang, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there is isn't there a full moon soon or something? Okay, just looking at what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You know, this is from my, you know, it's a beautiful thing, a retreat, and that's the way it's going to be. It's to share my healing energies with you, and show you how to, you know, try to give you some workshops and seminars to help you understand, to actually think in this way. So yeah, it is. It's a beautiful thing. It is, and it's all soul connections too. I don't understand why people are against that. Some people feel threatened by when you say, "I want, you know, going to bring a group of people together that are soul connected." I don't get why people see that as something bad. I don't. Anyway, yeah. So we will talk about this afterwards. Okay. So let's get on to the topic here. Is baby Archie sick? Okay. Now I've had a number of comments because I've been reading the comments. I've been reading the comments, and yeah, we'll talk about that after. I'll come on live afterwards. Okay. reading the comments saying, is baby Archie sick? And I thought, well, I did mention that that Megan, you know, this was intuitive. Let's not forget that this is intuitive energies. That Megan would like to keep everything very healthy with Archie. So not only is she giving, I get marching orders here. Not only is she giving Harry marching orders to actually be more healthy, she's even looking at Archie, which is weird. You know, a baby. Well, yeah, you're right. Empathy is a reflector. It is. When you've got, actually, I did observe this. I watched, I will go back onto this, but empathy. I watched this program on TV, and there was this woman presenter, and she was obviously very much a narcissist, because you could see she was so animated that she was acting, you know, she was not authentic. She was acting, you know, acting very kind of tone of her voice. She was very, you know, you can pick out a narcissist out of a group, because the narcissist will be very acting. You'll see them, and they're very controlled. They're very controlled at the way they sit, the way they talk. That their tone of voice is very monotone. They do that purposely so you don't pick up on their vulnerabilities. They're so scared of that. An authentic person, a person who's empathic, will show all of their emotions, because they are coming from within, from the heart. Okay. And I watched these two people together on TV, and I knew the energies of this woman. She was so animated, so controlled in her speech and her actions. She kind of, you know, knew like a robot what she was. And this person that was talking to her was very much an empath. You know, she got tears in her eyes. She was also very kind of expressive. And you could see she had lots of love and abundance to give out to the world. And actually, this other person that was talking to her kind of stopped in her tracks. In fact, she pulled back a little bit when she was talking to her, because she felt this power that she didn't understand. And you're absolutely right there when you say that people feel threatened by empathy and love and authenticity. And when you get anybody who is any toxic person, let's say toxic, because that could be anywhere on that spectrum, you know, of narcissism, they will look at you gone out as if there's something wrong with you, because you are expressing from the heart, and they have no idea what you're doing. You know, they look at you and they think, wow, how come she is like that and I could never be like that? How come she, actually, because she is like that, I am going to say some really nasty things to that empath, because I don't feel, and I don't care about hurting people. So you could have somebody who's, you know, you could have, say, let's for instance say a woman that's just given birth to a baby and she's hormones are everywhere and she's crying and she's like, oh my goodness, oh, what have I got, I just want to see my baby. And you could have a narcissistic midwife kind of stepping back and thinking, well, I don't understand this. Or a doctor, or you know, somebody who's a little bit toxic, that kind of you know, very kind of doesn't say anything. You could be expressing and from the heart, and they just don't say anything. They go and kind of look at you upside down like you're, you know, you're a piece of shit, basically. Sorry. But that's what they do. So I just want to say, guys, you're absolutely right that when you're an empath, people, well, they don't get it. If I've got toxic people, I switch on here. Oh yeah, I want to find out here if Archie's sick, and they're just doing it to get some kind of sick kind of vibe. They'll have switched off by now, guys. They will have switched off, and I've been left with the lovely people here who are still switched on. And that's what I want. I don't want people like that on this channel. And if I ever see anybody like this on this channel, they will be blocked, okay? Because this is a lovely, beautiful channel full of love and expression. So let's continue let's continue, okay? Yeah, because the people that will be switching off will say, oh my God, she drifts off here, she drifts off there, and all of this garbage, you know. But they don't get it, do they? They don't get it. I'm glad that I've got authenticity. I pray to God, thank you so much that I've got authenticity. You know, thank God that I feel, thank God that I love, thank God that I'm able to extend to people. And yeah, a wild personality, yeah, express it, girl, you know, that kind of thing. So an artistic, you know, people who are artists will understand this channel. You know, people who are creative will understand this channel. Yeah, and we've got some awesome people here, guys. We really, really have. And I think if we get to meet on a retreat, we're going to realize what kind of people are here. I mean, we're going to just be blown away, I'm sure. Blown away. So, okay, guys, so let's get along here. Is baby Archie sick? Well, I said about this feeding situation. Well, he's definitely bottle fed. I feel Archie's bottle. There's no breastfeeding. I mean, how could there be breastfeeding? You know, exactly. Skywalker, you're an artist. We've got another Archie. Kiko's an artist. There's lots of artists on here, and artists, you know, think like me. They're very passionate. They see what other people do not see. You know, I look at a cloudy day and I'm looking at the sky, looking at all the cloud formation, and I can spend ages looking at that. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, okay, so let's have a look here. We're going to look at this thick here baby. Archie is bottle fed. Now, I get that Archie is limited to how much milk he has. Okay. This is another one of, oh gosh, that just came out by itself. I never even touched that deck, guys, and this card just came out. Oof. What is the card that it wants me to pick up? Yeah, well, I get this is just one uphill battle. It's one uphill battle. You know, I get people who would like this channel too are writers, artists, people who love passionate kind of books and about wisdom, about life. You know, people who watch this channel, love to grasp hold of life and you know, get the best out of it. Absolutely. So anyway, that just came out by itself. The deck was like on the table, and that just went like this by itself. Came out like that by. I'm not kidding you. It did. So I get this is one hell of an uphill battle. Okay. What is an uphill battle here with Archie here with, okay, the feeding, okay, that's coming through. I don't feel that Archie feeds very well. And, but I think there's something here that Megan's like, that's fine because we don't want him to get fat. We don't want him to get fat. I don't want a fat baby. And there's also this trying to make the baby look younger by not allowing the baby to put too much weight on. Okay. I do get, my nose is itching like crazy. I do get itchy nose when I get intuitive energies. Okay. Yeah, you're saying maybe he's got reflux, and any nurses here, there's medical people here too. I'm a medical person. I would be looking at, you know, that kind of hiatus. Is it a hiatus kind of? I can't remember what it is now, where it's projectile vomit and the baby is not taking the feed. I think there is a bit of this projectile vomiting. So it's like feeding the baby just small amounts here. I feel that Meghan and Harry have actually been advised to feed the baby, oh gosh, about a small amount at a time, but regularly, okay, regularly. So Archie actually absorbs just a little bit, and then again in 2 hours, just a little bit, and then again in 2 hours. It's like to give Archie time to absorb this and not projectile vomit all over the place. There is a projectile vomit thing here. I forget what it's called, the term, the medical, maybe you know if you're medical, where you projectile vomit, there's a name for it. It's right on the tip of my tongue too, because oh my, I can't think. I used to know, I could tell you that. A couple of years ago, 5 years ago, when I was still nursing, I could tell you what that is. But I feel there's been advice to feed Archie. And she did say that she needs to feed Archie on demand. I think what she means by that is that it's like every 2 hours, to make sure that it's like a regime of every 2 hours to have this feed to help to absorb this. Somebody said about a tube in Archie's nose. Well, I do not get that, but I don't know why somebody picked that up. But that could actually be the case if Archie does not feed properly here. Yeah, so yeah, there is I think this baby is going to be such a fussy eater. I don't think this is from Harry's side of the family. This is from Meghan's side of the family. There is like something that's a small kind of projectile, like a small stomach that cannot hold much without vomiting. And it's, I think it's something that's hereditary. And I feel this is why Meghan is quite skinny, and also Doria is quite skinny, because they both have this condition where they can't eat an awful lot, you know, like a little tiny bit at a time kind of thing. I feel that baby Archie has kind of taken that. Yeah, I do get that. There is, but I do get, maybe this is why I picked up on just a small amount. You know, we want to be careful how much we give Archie. So I think it's manageable. But I feel that because of this, he's not really put an awful lot of weight on, and there's this weirdness about we've got to make sure he doesn't put much weight on. So I don't want the high calorific milk feed or something like. There's a different kind. I pick up on a different kind of milk feed. I don't know whether it's lactose free or there's a kind of. I'm not saying lactose free is weird, but there is like this thing, this milk that's different, okay, than here. Not a very good feeder, and it's like an uphill battle to get him to take any feed. And he does look smaller than what he should look at this 6 weeks, isn't it? 6 to 8 weeks now. More than that, isn't it? With the 2 weeks added to it of the real date that he was born. Yeah, I'm going to take this as Frogmore. I get the gravestones here. Now, I don't want to take this down a route of I'm worried about Archie and his health because I get the gravestone here. I don't like readings that do this, but I will look at this as Frogmore with the gravestones here. I get this as a real problem, guys. I get that that he's not feeding properly. And somebody mentioned a tube. I didn't see a tube, to be honest. But I feel this is why Megan will not allow anybody to touch Archie because she's like paranoid over how much he feeds, how much he's allowed to have, you know, measuring it to the exact amount, you know, that kind of thing. Making sure that you don't put too much of that powder. Make sure that it's the right kind of, that it's the right temperature. And making sure that there's no bugs in there. Oh, this craziness. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would say, intuitively, I would say that Archie's got some kind of feeding issue here. I get another gravestone, guys. Another gravestone. 2 gravestones. I don't really like that. I don't like to do readings on babies that are sick. I would say, yeah, the baby's quite a sick baby because I get 2 gravestones here. I'm not saying I don't want to say anything about the gravestones, but yeah. You know what? I have to say this because this is coming through. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are, whether you are a member of the royal family or whoever you are in this world, okay? Whether how much money you've got, whether you're a billionaire, a poor person, if you've not got good health, you've got nothing, okay? If you have not got good health, you've got nothing. And it doesn't, and this is like karma, because this is like, I think this is karma to Meghan, because it's like saying to her, you can have your baby, but because you know you've got all the money in the world here and the fame, all the fame that you want here in the world, but the one thing that you do want here, you can't prevent this illness. And I think this is something that's karmic to Meghan, and this is going to really grow her up. She's going to realise that the one thing that's the most important thing in the world is actually your spiritual, your health, you know. And I think she's going to be a bit more spiritual and not so kind of, this is going to wake her up, I feel. So I would say, yeah, there is like this sicky kind of baby here. And I get that's why that Harry has been excused to spend more time with Archie than actually William gets time to spend with his children. Okay, because there has been, you know, there has been this weirdness of how, you know, like a bit of again another little fallout, that Harry is having more time for paternity than actually William has been able to. But I think there's a reason for that. I feel that there's these regular feeds here, like every hour, every 2 hours, to ensure this absorption. Yeah, I think that if they cannot feed, I do get like a choice here. If they don't want to put him on the tube because he's not sucking very well. I get this, not sucking very well, but yeah. So there is this tube issue. We don't want to put him on the tube. If we do, we're going to be back to square one here when we're trying to feed him or something like that. Because if you tube feed a baby loses that kind of loses that habit of sucking, wanting to suck, because the baby's getting fed through a tube and the baby does not need to suck. So they lose that kind of automatic response. They lose that response to they don't bother to, you know, you you can put a bottle to the baby's mouth and it won't do anything. Okay, it won't do anything. It will you know, you put the baby's bottle there and it'll just hold it in its mouth and it won't suck. And that's what happens when you tube feed a baby. So there is this uphill battle here of trying to get it makes me wonder if this baby's not premature too, and it's lost that sense of being able to suck because it's been tube fed. I'll have to leave that one up in the air. I'm not quite certain about that. Okay. I know that the baby was born before they said. Maybe this baby was born premature, had to be tube fed. Okay, let's test the pendulum. Okay, was this baby premature? Was Archie premature? Yes or no? Was Archie premature? Yes or no? Saying yes, but baby was premature. Okay, if the baby's premature, they put a tube in the mouth of a premature baby because they're not able to suck, and they tube feed, and then when they take the tube out, they're not able to have this automatic response to a bottle or and it's such hard work to get a baby to. So then the doctors will say, you will have to feed this baby on demand, because if this baby is crying for the bottle, you have to go and feed this baby, because it's got to learn to get that reflex back of sucking. So I think your intuitive energies, guys, about this tube feed and the premature baby may actually be correct, okay, because I did pick up on an issue with feeding, and also feeding a premature baby too much in their stomach would make them vomit, and they have to have some special feed too. So all this kind of ties together. So was Archie born premature, yes or no? Was Archie born premature, yes or no? Yes or no? It says yes. Yeah, so God knows when this Archie was born then. I said this a long time ago, that Archie will be born, not Archie, I said the baby will come earlier than it should come. I said that a long time ago, earlier than it should come. Either by, that's what I get, either by induction or cesarean section. I remember saying that. Anyways, and I remember saying that Megan would not be able to give birth naturally because she's got a small pelvis, and that, like her mother, could not do that either. So her mother had to have a cesarean section. Do you remember I said that a long time ago? Oh God, it must have been over, almost a year ago when I said that. So I don't. Oh gosh, I'm trying to work this out now is incredibly difficult, because I kind of picked up intuitively that the baby had been born before they said the date. So were they panicking because baby Archie was ill, and and looks quite ill, so that they did not want to show him in public because he looked quite thin? Because there is this this sense here that there's people saying that this baby that doesn't even look like Archie was fatter than Archie, the first baby that they introduced. And the speculation over, is that baby actually real, because he was looking for the damn switch. Okay, so gosh. Okay, maybe this is what they've been hiding. Maybe this is what they've been hiding, guys. It's the fact that they wanted to show this baby to the world, but the surrogate, I think you can the surrogate, they wanted that baby so much, they forced the surrogate to be induced to get that baby early, because you can, as long as the baby, I think there's a hormone, if the baby is producing this hormone in the amniotic fluid, I don't know anything, you can actually induce this baby as much as you can induce the baby at like 7 months pregnancy or something like that, as long as there's this hormone, and then it would be a premature baby, wouldn't it? And then it'd have to be tube fed. and then it would not have a sucking reflex. And then it would have to be, once the tube is taken out, it would have to be fed on demand. Now, I did say that, do you remember, a long time ago, that this baby would be brought into the world before its time. And looking at Archie in that photograph, there is this sense that this baby does look underweight, and it looks like it does look like a premature type baby. Yeah, so anyway, we love all babies, don't we? Whether they're premature or whatever, wherever they come from. Okay. So to answer that question, what is Archie sick? The reason why Archie's sick is because he possibly was tube fed, because he was a premature birth, and has not learned to, take a bottle and learn to suck. So now it's an uphill battle to try to get Archie to, didn't they even get information about that? They were so eager to get that baby quite soon. Did they not get information that the baby would have to be tube fed, and then after that it would be an uphill struggle to try to get it to bottle feed? You would be up all night, up all day, to make sure that the baby gets nutrition. So looking at the baby looks quite thin. That makes sense. Wow, guys. So that's my take on that. I didn't want to bring all that up, guys. I guess if you've got a premature baby and the world is asking to see the baby, and you keep putting it off, and you keep putting it off, and you keep putting it off, then, there's a reason for that, isn't there? I think the nanny is being schooled here. I read about that too, which is ridiculous. She is being schooled how to feed a premature baby, or an ex-premature baby that needs to be fed every 2 hours with a small amount of milk, to ensure, because when you've got a premature baby, the stomach is small, you see. It's not like a... Hi, everyone. And yeah, she's been schooled. Yeah, actually, yeah, I read in the paper, Megan is schooling. What she's doing is she's teaching her how to feed the baby, and how she wants Archie. God, is anybody going to put up with that job of being the nanny of Archie? Let's see. Okay. Because she's got her to sign this paper, and then she's schooling her, telling her all that she knows already here. Okay. So I don't want to talk about death or anything like that. So I would say that Archie is a sick baby. It's quite a weak baby. So, but there's reasons I feel for that. Okay, so what about the christening here? What about the christening? Because I need to just say that this is intuitive energy reading. Okay, it's not fact. So if you believe, you believe. But if you do not believe, then you can always just walk away. Here. Okay, so There may be some guilt here to have said, you know, how far on can you actually induce a baby, so that we can release this, we can actually release this surrogate. I think there may be shame around that, okay, and of actually doing this, because they've had a hell of a job trying to get Archie to feed, because, you know, of it's not been natural at all, okay. So the christening, I'm just going to go through the christening because I've got an article here about the christening. Actually, the christening, there's people who have refused to be a godparent. I don't know why that is. And there's also here on this, when it comes up, it may not come up because I've got a really bad connection, that the Queen is not going to be attending the christening. So I want to look at that too, because the christening, there is going to be a christening, but I feel that Meghan is invited Hello magazine. I get a Hello magazine to the christening for these super duper photographs, okay, for the first photographs, because, you know, they have got a following of 8.5 million on Instagram, and they don't want to put anything, only very short, you know, teasers kind of thing, as I said before, like just showing Archie's eyes. In fact, I didn't say anything last time, but I feel that Archie looks very much like Meghan. I don't know how you, I feel that I don't see much of Harry in the baby, not yet anyway. So I actually feel that the baby takes after Meghan. And we will see, we will see. So, yeah, so we got here this article by the Daily Express, okay. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's son, baby Archie Harrison, will be christened in July. The key royal event will take place at St George's Chapel at Windsor, the same venue where Meghan and Harry got married. Senior royals will attend the ceremony, but Queen Elizabeth II will be otherwise occupied. I wonder what she'll be doing. What could be keeping the Queen away from her great-grandson's christening? Archie Harrison's big day won't be the first royal christening the Queen has had to skip. So there is, like, I do get a very close, for the christening, I get a very close kind of small gathering. I don't see many people there. I get Prince Charles, Camilla will be there. William and Kate will be there. I don't know whether they'll take the children. They may not take the children there. I get a very small kind of gathering. Eugenie, very close senior royals. That's what I get here. Prince Andrew, Princess Anne, possibly, maybe not Princess Anne. I don't even feel Princess Anne's going to go. So is Princess Anne going to go to Archie's christening? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. No, Princess Anne's not going. So we'll have to have a look at. We won't get to see much of that actually, because it's going to be shrouded with privacy, and the thing is, it's right on the doorstep of the Queen at Windsor Castle, but I don't understand why she's not going to go to the christening. It's quite strange. Well, what I pick up here with the christening, it's very much again, it's another kind of private affair, and not many people are going to be there. Just your your senior royals, as I've said. So why is the Queen not going to? I feel Princess Anne's not going either. So I hope you can still see me, guys, because I've got a bit of it's all stopped here. So just let me know if it's still going. Okay, it is. So I get here that I don't feel that Princess Anne is going to go. I feel Prince Charles will go, Camilla will go, Prince William will go. Okay, I don't see any children going. In July, I don't even feel we'll get to actually see any of the christening. Is there going to be there's a christening photograph, but it's going to be in Hello magazine. Okay, they have got the rights to that. They're going to pay them for that quite a lot of money. Okay, yeah, they're being quite cunning, like the fox. They're being quite cunning, like the fox here, hiding all this away. We can get a lot of money for this, this media coverage. So, yeah, there is this. Wow. I actually get after this christening, somebody's going to move on here. Somebody is going to move on after the christening. And this is somebody who's quite cunning, like the fox. Maybe this is a legal situation where if Meghan gets this all tied up, that the baby's christened at Windsor. After this, we can look at moving on. I don't know. Here, very small gathering. We're not even going to see anything of the christening at all. Okay. I think Meghan would like it to be a big kind of celebratory affair, but she's not going to get that. And not for a lesser royal. She's just a very small gathering. Even Princess Anne's not going. The Queen's not going. I feel godparent. Why I don't even see. I'm thinking George Clooney may go, but there's a little bit of a debate there whether he's going to attend or not. Because there is speculation that he's refused to be a godparent. So I get somebody moving on here. Wow. So what about the christening? Nothing substantial. There's photographs of the christening, and I don't even feel that we'll get a close-up of Archie at the christening either. It will be the christening shawl, and all this kind of thing. It's a cream. I get a cream kind of christening shawl. It's one that Harry wore when he was born. So look that up. I get that. I get Megan in like I get lemon, okay. A lemon kind of dress. Now, but I feel that she will be holding Archie here. So if she is pregnant, she will be covering herself up with the shawl, okay, and Archie, tummy. So I see a lemon dress, and it's like like a trench coat dress, but it's like it's lemon. I get lemon. I may be wrong there. Somebody in that gathering may be wearing lemon. Okay. I also get a really nice sunny day too, and I feel that Harry's going to wear something a little bit more formal. He's going to wear a little bit darker kind of suit with a tie. I get like a dark blue suit with a tie, all very, very smart for his child's christening. Okay, all in kind of suits and ties. The men. I see a waistcoat too. I don't know whether Harry's going to wear a waistcoat as well as like a grey waistcoat underneath this dark blue suit. Very smart, okay. Megan, I see she's wearing like a lemon colour. I may be wrong there. The others, I don't think we're going to see much of the others. In fact, I don't think we're going to see much of any of them. I think it's just going to be like Head and Shoulders or where the bit kind of shot. It's not going to... It's not going to be like William's christening with his children. It's not going to be like that at all. No kind of formal photographs or anything like that. I just don't see that. I don't know why there's no formal photographs. I think that might be Megan's idea. We're going to make it all very relaxed, and we're not having any of that kind of thing. So that's the christening, guys. I feel there is going to be a christening, but very small attendance, and it's going to be for about half an hour, and that's it. About an hour, half an hour, to an hour, very short, and that will be it. They'll go to lunch or have some kind of, and that's it. That's it. So it's going to take about a morning or something like that. That's it, really. Nothing too spectacular. So okay, guys. So that's your reading. Intuitive readings that I pick up here. Like I said, it is an intuitive energy reading, so please, it isn't fact. So if you believe, you actually believe. If you don't believe, then that's fair, okay. But please take this for entertainment purposes only. So I'm going to say thank you so much. If you want to come back in about 30 minutes, I'm going to do just a chat. You can ask me what you like, and I will also talk about the retreat a little bit, and all of that kind of thing. Just for a very, very short chat, okay. So yeah, I'll see you in about 30 minutes, okay. I'm just going to have a drink and a little break, so I will see you then, okay. If you're interested in the retreat, come to the next live show. We'll talk about it, okay. We'll talk all about that. So bye for now. Have a nice evening if I don't see you again. Bye-bye.